Hello there everyone, this is Mark3 and welcome back to Industries of Titan, where the fuel does not burn the air when you breathe it. I was going to say the air doesn't burn when you breathe it, doesn't burn when you breathe it, but welcome back to Titan. Yeah. Welcome back. Yeah, I was mentioning fuel because you know, I mentioned like I don't know how it flows or any of its dynamics and stuff like that, except for the fact it seems to like making my game crash. That the end of last time actually turned out was a crash, but it was like I think the game was auto-saving at the same time as whatever was happening, so that was added strain and that actually broke it. So yeah, but when I loaded it back up, it was all okay. Since then, I have updated fuel extraction to level 3s because, you know, make sure I'm getting the fuel. And I think I'm blaming this on the fact this is not a freshly generated map. This map was already present, so it was like it had a base default value all over the place for Zethane. Because when I loaded it back up, I noticed something. And I'll quickly show you as well the side effect of what I noticed, which is if I come to Raz Factory and I get over here, fuel 0%. Fuel generated 0. The Zethane is depleted around Raz Factory, and you'll see why when I bring up the filter. So yeah, look at this. Raz Factory and the HQ now sit in a patch depleted of Zethane. But there is another interesting thing on this overlay, which is why I say I was kind of messed up by the fact that this was not a fresh map, like a brand new map generated with the game in this patch, because now we know from whence the Zethane flows. We've got higher densities of Zethane forming. This is above what the map average was previously. And it seems Zethane actually emerges from the rifts, or the chasms, or whatever you want to call them. The massive holes, the crevices, there we go, yeah, there is an official name, I knew there was. The crevices that go deep into the surface of Titan seem to be emitting Zethane. So the fuel traces in the air come from deep within the moon. Interesting. It also tells me optimum placement for fuel extraction structures, and also tells me that I was kind of messed up a bit by the fact I spawned, or my colony started with so many lakes nearby, which, while looks nice, they serve no other purpose at the moment, honestly, except for being an obstacle. But the crevices, there's now a reason you want to have those nearby, because they spread the fuel into the air for you to breathe. Quite literally. So yeah, Raz Factory's actually lost fuel generation capacity. The headquarters has lost fuel generation capacity. Bapple Hospital still has fuel generation available in its area. Though how long that will last, I'm not entirely sure. But this section here seems to be depleted completely. And for fuel generation's sake, I seem to want to go over here. Now, isn't that interesting? More things to shape how you want to try and develop your colony in this game. And yes, I will start you up because I started you up to try and avoid having issues when I upgrade one of you. So the city is at least catching up with the change in the basic necessities. Like it's only taken like a couple of episodes, but yeah, I've kind of got things fixed up a little bit. And as long as I don't depower things too badly, then I will be fine. I just need to get more power plants out there. And actually I've got tons of minerals. That gives me something I can do, which is I'll go to the Bapple Hospital. I think I'll leave alone the fuel generator I've got in the middle floor there. But I will upgrade Bapple Hospital to full capacity. By which I mean full works, the batteries, the power plants. I'm not really considering giving this thing like. Well, it's still slowly depleting the zethane, but it's barely touching it honestly at the moment. So I think maybe I'll leave that as it is and instead focus on giving it some internal fuel reserves. Yeah, so just store some extra fuel inside you. There we go. And the top floor will just be pure power. Because power! I have the power! Oh wait, I don't have the sword of power. I'm not He-Man. Never mind. Right. Power? Yes. Batteries. This generator setup is still a good one. It's very... It retains its previous benefits. Like, it's more expensive, but you can pack a whole load of power generation into a very compact space. And right now there is still no reason to change that, but the fuel updates this month has forced me out of having fuel extractions in a factory like that. Unless I build it next to a whole bunch of chasms, in which case it might still be sustainable. Because chasms, they generate zethane, so a load of them nearby gives a lot of zethane to suck out of the air. So yeah. I also really, really wish I could tell this thing to auto-buy trucks. Because I have to keep coming to this one to do it. I'll upgrade you again, but yeah, you are my primary mineral source. But with the infinite resource sources available, it is going well. Yes, look at that. Counter-rotating glowing stuff. That is definitely a power plant. Upgrade it again. And the city is definitely lighting up. I'll also upgrade Damas Bordello. Almost all my citizens are dead. So I'll bring some more suckers down from orbit. Come join my colony. It's a happy, healthy place to be. What? People are dying from pollution? No, they're not. Not at all. Now that I've actually got excess power, though, I will reactivate that monument because I do need that. I need the credits to claim this stuff. Just for this mine to sort out. Yeah, that took everything I had pretty much. Look at that, it's pumping out fresh, clean, fuel-laden air. Well, I wish it was fuel-laden, but that's besides the point, it's just there's no crevices nearby. Yeah, but... And you're stuck at 7 out of... Oh, darn it. There we go, 9 out of 9. I have to keep checking on these things. Just to make sure stuff is getting sorted out. But look at this, we've got ourselves an imposing skyline going on now. Very tasty. Very futuristic. The future is bleak. The future is bright. The future is orange. Why the hell did I quote that? That is a very old advert. I don't even know. But, yeah. This is very much a nice place to be. And I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have had that road there. Maybe I should have had it along there instead. Let's dismantle that one, actually. Yes. Continue our expansionist agenda. Okay, my control ends over here, but this area is dense in chasms, yes, but it's a nightmare to push a road through it. Maybe I should try to expand this way instead. Yeah, let's do that. So you... Oh, yep, just... Oh wait, I can't afford it. Well, there's only one thing to do. Worship the Emperor more. Well, I say that, worship the Council. I guess there will do. And I'll build the road all the way around here. And I'll also spread it down that way. Yes, power does cover that entire area. Control, however, does not. Okay, I need to get my control access down there. And I still feel like that these have had a range increase of some kind. But I will put one there. I think. Yeah, that is where my control ends, isn't it? Yes, it is. Right. Maybe I'll put it there instead, just so I can get a road up that way. No, then I'll put the road. I'll put the corner there and send it that way. Yeah, that sounds fine. I know what I'm doing. Rah, 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 rah. Urban planning at its finest. Ignore the pollution. Or something. I don't even know, if I'm going to be honest. I don't listen to half the stuff that comes out of my pie hole. And neither should you. Yeah, this one's definitely booked out. Jeez. Just any spare resource, send a worker. It's the best. My people are dropping like flies. Come join us! It's safe, I promise. That's actually really bad, but the sooner this mine is sorted out, the better, honestly, because this is the big source of pollution that's killing my people. Oh wait, I keep forgetting, I'm not supposed to care. Yay, pollution? Also, I saw those trucks turn there, I don't know why. I don't know why they did. Whatever. You're running okay, you're running okay. Okay. Yes. Yeah, everything seems to be kind of stable at the moment, actually. I'd buy out the storage because why not? I wish I could buy artifacts from you, but I can't. So instead, I'm going to donate. I've got 60,000 credits right now. Jeez, I'm going to donate money to you. Here you go. I buy your favor, oh glorious overlords. Give me stuff. Are you out of range? You are, as it happens. Whoops. Well, you're a useless monument, aren't you? But yeah, look at that. I still don't like how that value is Oh! I'm under attack, I've just noticed. Man, all the guns. Good thing I was looking around randomly on the screen. It's like, well, I admit, I have watched Let's Plays and things, and then it's like, how do you not notice that thing? And then I've kind of fallen into the own trap, haven't I? It's like, I literally didn't notice the big thing going down, going, you're going to be attacked soon. I was getting too focused on what I was doing. At least we've got a command center over there, so I can do some more stuff while I'm at it. A couple of roads. You need an upgrade as well. I'm going to say, well, we need more guns in this general direction, so a military tower there probably. That's going to play hell with the power supply, but we've got a whole load of power. I mean, we've got these big things storing power, so yep, all the guns are coming online. Guns for days. Good. And here they come, so I'm going to burrow immediately. So, yeah. That's only delivered 5. The big truck we've got guarantees a limit of let's see, what are you? You are the Dog of Hope. Going somewhere. We're under attack from 3 separate ships. 2 of them relatively light. Well, 2 of them really light actually, but the Dog of Hope I think was the strongest, but killed the roads again, damn it. I mentioned things at the end of last time that I was considering suggesting on the forums or something. There was another one which is like an alternative to the roads getting outright blown up. Okay, good. That's all sorted out. Right. Turn off the guns. It's still my goal to actually reach a point where I can afford to have the guns left online and then I can just ignore them. But the idea was this. If a road dies, it doesn't get wrecked. Yeah. I know, weird, isn't it? It's but the plan was it would actually become collapsed instead. So, say if a ship blows up over it, or if it gets shot too much, instead you'll be it's a hole in the ground. It shouldn't be replaced by like above ground ruins or just disappear. The idea is it become a collapsed road. Maybe even several stages of collapsed road. But the collapsed road would actually be a cleaning task given to your workers. And it would be automatically the highest priority cleaning task available. Or maybe even a separate task which is automatically very high on the priority list, which is like repair roads. And then a worker goes out and fixes it. Maybe they have to take a mineral to it or something to the sites just for repair work or something. That's I don't mind paying a little bit of minerals to fix a road if it's damaged. But the important factor would be the road building itself doesn't get removed. If it gets fixed up from this collapsed state, it goes back to being a normal road. And it doesn't need you to go in and micromanage replacing and repairing all of the damaged roads, which is what the current system requires of you. So you don't have to remember, you don't have to fiddle around among tall buildings and things to delete the low-sitting roads and things. Just, you know, it's like, I think that'd be a very convenient way to go about it. Well, at least it'll be a hell of a lot more user-friendly. I mean, I don't mind the busy work of like having to organise this stuff, but the busy work there of trying to fix the road network after it gets blown up, because the road network is so essential. That's kind of a sticking point that I think might have tipped over the wrong direction as far as the game's balance is concerned. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just being stupid and unfair and stuff. But I don't know. I'm sure this thought has appeared to someone else, but maybe I should actually post about this kind of thing on the forums and actually put my voice out there. Or my suggestions or ideas out there. I don't know. I just have no faith in the value of my ideas. I think that's probably the root cause of this. I've not had faith since I was since I've been unable to really indulge in my creativity and my old role-playing style and just inventing these wild and wacky characters and worlds just to play around with for me and a very, very few others that ever saw this side of things. And I really miss it, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why I've continued to be insecure about my own self-worth. Oh wow, this... Maybe I should actually try and do that. I'm sorry, that was a bit of deep self-analysis with me. I am Mark III. I know it's definitely not what you tuned in for, but that's what happens sometimes when I go on burble. Sometimes I actually come up with something that makes you go, maybe I should have thought of that a bit sooner. Now the question is actually following through on it. That I am not quite so confident I'll do, but oh well, there you go. Just like little thoughts. But look at the way the city is coming together, though. It actually looks like a functional entity, and I likes it. I likes it, and I think I'm going to put a power pylon there. Yes, it's a bit out of the way right now. It's on the sticks. It's a bit. Yes, it's out in the boonies. It's That it is. But it's gonna be. There's gonna be a road going right next to it, and it's roughly where a control tower is going to be anyway. So you know, it's a good place to have one. My fuel intake though is dropping again. Hang on, let me check my overlay. Yeah, that is increasing a little bit. Seems like I'm overcoming it a bit though, but yeah, I do need to kind of get fuel extraction situated. I mean, this is a really nice area for Zethane. If only it wasn't such a pain to work with otherwise, that would change my opinion of it a bit. Can I? Yeah, let's extract that. Because I want to get a road in here for quick repairs and well, actually, I don't need a road, but it would be useful for shipping materials around. It's just that all these canyons together is kind of bad for getting a road through it. It's just like the road needs a constant unbroken line of squares, and that actually takes up most of the real estate in the entire area, so it's such a nightmare. Like if I want to have a road down here, this is literally the only connection point this close. Because there's a block right there that stops the road from going through it. Oh dear. Why are you offline? You have got fuel. You have got fuel. Wait, why are you on grid 2? Why is there a grid 2? Have I... okay, that power plant is on grid 2 by itself. That is kind of odd. I'll shut this thing off. Why are you on grid 2 when you were built within grid 1? You are literally within range of grid 1. Why are you on grid 2? I think I have to tear this thing down and rebuild it. There's no reason for that to be on grid 2 at all. I do like this addition to the power overlay as well, by the way. That it tells you with these labels what grid things are on. I don't know if this was there before. This is the first time I've really noticed it, but I think I've upgraded one more that'll connect to the monument. Yeah. But yeah, literally, this is literally the only thing on grid 2. And that is very strange. But the power is needed. The power plant is desperately needed, so it is going to get fixed. By being rebuilt and reassigned as quickly as possible. You will be on grid 2 power plant whether you like it or not. Oh good, that mine is continuing to do its job. Oh good, that thing is now operational. Oh good, we're running out of power. This is why I wanted you on grid 1, darn it. And oh, I've just realised the music stopped. Silence. Why does the jukebox have a silence mode in it? I would actually prefer if that wasn't there. Actually, is there an option for that? No. Ugh. I would prefer if the music was going constantly, rather than like... Seriously, why was there even a silence setting in there? I don't understand. I don't understand anything. Buy a new truck. Yes. Right. Okay, that's a turret there. If there's going to be a road there, it has to be there. Ideally, this area would be more dedicated to mining, but there's so little space. But I want fuel. I need the zethane. Look at that juicy zethane. What's your build area? Because I'll need to build a control tower in here somewhere as well, actually. Looks like it's going to be that tile I just cleared. And I need guns in this area too to protect everything. You see my problem with this? This is actually a really bad area to be expanding into, but I need the stuff that's out here. Like I'm going to claim and extract you. I'm going to survey you because apparently I didn't. And I think I'll convert a bunch of these into like fuel extraction. Oh, I didn't survey you either. Because there's like there's crevices all around it, so I think a fuel extractor like right there would be a good thing to have. And then I'll put a gun turret down nearby as well to protect it. That's probably going to be a good idea. Maybe I'll even build a double size one and say to hell with defense, I'm going to just build it and try to shoot anything that comes too close. In fact, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's do that and see what a double size one looks like. I was tempted to build it onto the road, but if I put it there, it's close to more things. I can build a turret there, actually. Let's salvage you too. And I'll put a turret there. I need a control there, turret there. Maybe I'll put the tower there instead, but... I mean, this tower, I could put one out here, but the problem is I don't have access to that unless I put a tower out here. Urban planning. Ugh, how nasty. Ugh, yuck. I think I'm kind of committing to having a double-sized fuel turbine, though. Oh no! All my residents have died. Whoops. Okay, fine. Shows how much attention I was paying to them. There we go. Maybe that's something I shouldn't be broadcasting in a recording in my own voice. This is the colony overseer here. All my citizens have died. Whoops, I wasn't paying attention. Sounds like GLaDOS from Portal, actually. No, not GLaDOS, Wheatley. Whoops. Oh dear. Right, 36 and 10. Well, that's fine. I do need 30, don't I, for this? Yes, I need 30. So I'll build one there, and then we'll combine it and see what happens. They just need to extract the waste and some of the materials on it. But there's another lake right there as well. Just look at the dance of that power plant. You're not on grid 2 again, are you? You are! Again! Why? Why can't I have you on grid 1? I don't understand. How do... Can I... I despair at you, good sir. There is literally no reason you should be on grid 2, and yet you are. Grid 2 should not even exist. Without you, grid 2 doesn't even exist in the first place. Why? Why? Just... Why? That's the sound of my mind breaking. Oh dear. Right, roads. I will build a stage 2 power plant here. Because I will show grid 2 what for. Grid 2 will not exist in my city. Ugh. And I'll connect those because I want to see what it looks like. Nice and bulky so far. Also, an interesting fact, by the way, with high stage power plants, if you connect them, they need one person watching them, but they get more power efficient for the same fuel spent, and they only need one person instead of 2 working on them too. So, yeah, they get literally more efficient. Both in, well, the one person instead of 2 is not really much of a boost, but the fact that you get extra power for the fuel, and these are already more efficient than the internal ones, it's a great way if you're having fuel issues, and I think that is more important with the change for trucks needing fuel. I just still wish the trucks didn't have such a massive fluctuation of fuel demands. It's like, I wish it would take like if you had fuel storage, like maybe take like a supply truck goes to the fuel storage and goes, here, I'm taking 50 fuel back to the transport hub, and the transport hub only requests that 50 fuel when it is got space to store that 50 fuel. That would solve this fluctuation rather handily, I think. Okay, let's connect these guys into a big one. You are going to be a level 3. You are going to be a level 3. I have isotopes for days, but I don't have the power supply, so yeah. But look at this thing, it's nice and bulky, isn't it? And also I wanted a military thing out here, just to defend stuff. And, oh yeah, that is just inside the power range. I didn't check before, but yes, that will be powered. Actually, grid 1 and 2... Why? Why? Why are you grid 2? And more importantly, why can't I manually assign you to a grid? Why? This is silly. It really is. Why? I mean, maybe it's because my power grid is freaking the hell out right now. Maybe it's that, but still. No. Just no. This is silly. Yeah, Yeah, I'm just having to scrap it because I can't manually tell it I want to be on a different grid. Maybe it's a symptom of just the fact that my grids are completely unstable right now. Oh good, you're done, turn you off. You're done, turn you off. You're doing a thing. Bapple Hospital. How is the Zethane doing? Still very low, but these areas, like, I think I'm just going to take Raz Factory, which is on grid 1, and scrap out the fuel production on floor 2. Replace it all with just like... Oh good, I can use delete as a quick key. Oh, that fuel tank never got finished apparently. There we go. But yeah, I'm afraid I'm at the half-hour mark though, so this has been Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the show, and I do apologise for the number of bugs we've been seeing of late, like this recent update. To be fair, this is still being... all of these parts to this point have been recorded like right after I realised the update's gone live. So the following weekend. Maybe that was a bit too soon, maybe not, who knows, but there's definitely some stability issues going on. And I think rapid calculation of fluctuations of percentage and very quick switches in fuel and grid power demands are to blame for a lot of it. But yeah. Until next time, this has been Mark 3. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the show, and forgive my slow descent into insanity. Ooh, look at that thing. It is very tasty, that. I forgive all the bugs just for that. This I really like how the skyline is coming along in this game. But yeah, see you all later. I'm just going to fit out Raz Tower with the upgraded floor plan now.